Hello and welcome. Uh, Welcome to today's session. Let's wait for about 2 or 3 minutes. Let everyone join in and then we proceed. Let's wait for 2 or 3 minutes and then we proceed. Right? Let's wait for everyone to join in. Let's wait for 2 or 3 minutes more and then we start off. Everyone settle down. Come on quickly. Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Let's wait for everyone to come in and start. Another minute. Let's take a minute more. Quickly join in, everyone. All right. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform that gives you a world of courses, resources, content, live and recorded sessions to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. Also, welcome to Crack CA Exams with Us. That is a vertical and channel of Unacademy that caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate in their pursuit and journey of preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examination by providing top educators, quality content, and overall a great learning experience. Come, let's crack CA exams with Unacademy, India's largest online learning platform. Welcome to the session once again. Before we proceed, a brief introduction about the educator today. Hello, I'm Pratik Gupta. I'm a Bachelor of Commerce from Christ College, Bangalore University. I'm an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, an associate member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and an associate member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, and also a law graduate from Karnataka State Law University. I'm currently a practicing chartered accountant and also a visiting faculty for CA subjects and an educator for CA students, both offline and online. Prior to starting on my own, I worked with SR Bartley Boy and Associates, that's the Indian member firm of Ernst & Young Global in the Audit and Assurance Department. Post that, I worked with Ernst & Young India, EY India in the Mergers and Acquisitions Department, and then I went on to work with the Manipal Group in Bangalore as the corporate controller of their Indian entity as well as the German subsidiary located in Frankfurt, Germany. It was only after I got back from Frankfurt, Germany that I decided to start something on my own, and that gave me an opportunity to become an educator, which in turn today has given me this opportunity to take this session for you young, bright, and enthusiastic CA aspirants. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you find the session useful. Anytime during the session, in case you have any questions, queries, observations, or discussions to be made, please feel free to drop in a line and I will take up the matter for problem solving or for discussion purposes as soon as I can. Thank you once again for attending my session, and thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Okay, now like I told you, Unacademy caters to the students of CA Foundation and Intermediate to three platforms, that is YouTube, Special Class, and the premium platform of Unacademy, which is the Plus platform of Unacademy. Now, YouTube and Special Classes are absolutely free, but provide you immense value and resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examinations. I forgot to tell you, now you can look me up by my name, that is Pratik Gupta, PRATHIK GUPTA, on YouTube, and you'll find all my sessions for Unacademy that I've taken on the YouTube channel of Unacademy, which will help you in your CA Foundation and Intermediate preparations. Also, with this name Pratik Gupta, PRATHIK GUPTA, you can look me up on the Unacademy Learning app to find the hundred plus hours or more hundreds of hours of special classes that I've conducted there to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All right, I'm highlighting my name here because of the spelling, PRATHIK GUPTA. Now, so YouTube and Special Classes. YouTube is what you're watching right now. Special classes are conducted on the Unacademy Learning app, more about which I will tell you further. And let's talk about the premium platform of Unacademy, which is the Plus platform. Now, the Plus platform is also a payment-based subscription model which has various subscription packages, more about which will be told to you in the following slides. Now, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible because of the following reasons. Firstly, it conducts daily live classes where you get to chat with your educator, engage in discussions, ask your doubts, and answer polls. All this while the class is going on. Yes, you heard it right. All this while the class is going on. You do not need to wait for the end of the session, a couple of days after the class, or a weekend after the class, or to fix up an appointment with your educator. You can do so right then and there on a real-time basis while the session is going on. It's as simple as lifting your hand up in a classroom, and your educator will be happy to answer your questions and have discussions with you on the topic. The second reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the live tests and quizzes it conducts from time to time and periodic basis to evaluate your preparation. It also conducts various mock tests to help you in analyzing your performance. Now, you might wonder, what is this evaluation and analysis of performance and why is it required? So let me tell you that please remember, whenever you're preparing for a professional examination, it becomes very important for you to take stock of your preparation from time to time to know which areas you're prepared well, which areas you're not prepared well, which areas you require more preparation, and which areas you might require external help. So basically, the Plus platform of Unacademy helps to break down your preparation into your strong areas, your not so strong areas, and your weak areas, so that whatever time you have, limited time for preparation you have, you can utilize that time accordingly on those three areas, in the sense more time on your weak areas, a little lesser time on your not so strong areas, and less time on your strong areas, until a time when your weak areas and your not so strong areas eventually becomes your strong areas. Thereby, the Plus platform of Unacademy ensures minimum wastage of time and maximum utilization of your time. The third reason why I recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy is because of the structured courses it provides. All the courses on the Plus platform are structured in line with your exam syllabus to help you best prepare for it, which simply means all the Plus courses that are conducted on the Plus platform are structured keeping in mind your exam syllabus, and so that once you complete a Plus course on the Plus platform, you can rest assured that you've completed the syllabus of your examination without missing out on any important and major point. And lastly, and most importantly, the one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gives you unlimited access to all the live and recorded courses to watch from the comfort of any of your devices, which simply means one subscription to the Plus platform of Unacademy gives you unlimited access to all the live and recorded Plus courses, to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer you. And all these sessions can be viewed from the comfort of any of your devices, like your mobile phone, laptop, tablet, or desktop, as the case may be. All these sessions, live and recorded, are available to you 24/7 without any timing restrictions, like 10 to 5, 10 to 6, 10 to 7. Whenever you find the time, you need to just pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and start making use of the resources that are there to help you in your examinations. And also, they are available to you at any location, whether you're at home, whether you're returning home from work, or you're traveling to work, or you're waiting for someone for a meeting, or you're in your native place, or you're on a vacation, and you have some time to spare. You can just pull out your mobile phone, log into the Unacademy Learning app, and make use of all the resources that are there to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. All you require is a data plan or an internet connection, which all of us are blessed with today. So keeping these points in mind, and also the advantages out of the many other advantages that you have, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations as soon as possible. Okay? Take about 30 seconds. Any questions, please ask me on this. Okay, now, like I told you, the Unacademy Learning app gives you access to all the live and recorded special classes and Plus courses. For all of you who have downloaded the Unacademy Learning app and are using it, I thank you very much, and I request your support in the future as well. For those of you who have not yet downloaded the Unacademy Learning app, I request you to go to your Play Store on your mobile phone, download the Unacademy Learning app, put in your mobile number where you will get an OTP, and using this, please register on the Unacademy Learning app. It's as simple as this, with no complicated or lengthy procedures whatsoever. Now you might ask me, okay, what do you get once you register? Download the Unacademy Learning app and register on it using your mobile number and OTP. You get access to all the live and recorded special classes that Unacademy has to offer to you, and also you get access to all the live and recorded Plus courses that Unacademy has to offer to you in order to accelerate and enhance your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. So keeping these advantages in mind, I request you to download the Unacademy Learning app, register on it using your mobile number as soon as possible, and go ahead and make use of those resources to help you in your preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examination. And also, please spread the word around about and help the people around you to download the Unacademy Learning app, help them register on it using their mobile number and OTP, and also help them use the resources that are available on there on the Unacademy Learning app to help them in their preparation for the CA Foundation and intermediate examinations. All right, please take about 30 seconds, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Okay, now like I told you, the Plus platform of Unacademy is the premium platform of Unacademy, which is a payment-based subscription model, which has various subscription packages for the various examinations. The CA Foundation and intermediate subscription packages provided by The Plus platform of Unacademy are as follows. The packages provided are for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months. The 1 month package will cost you about 3,500. The 3 month package will cost you about 8,750. The 6 month package will cost you about 14,000 rupees. The 12 month package will cost you about 17,500, and the 24 months package will cost you about 21,000 rupees. Now please remember, this is the listed price. Before you make the payment of the package of your choice, please do not forget to use the code Pratik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. I repeat, please do not forget to use the code Pratik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. The after discount price of the various packages are as follows. The 1 month package will cost you rupees 3150. The 3 month package will cost you rupees 7875. The 6 month package will cost you rupees 12,600. The 12 month package will cost you rupees 15,750, and the 24 months package will cost you rupees 18,900. So you see, immediately you get a savings of 10% when you use my code Pratik. Now I recommend you to start off with the 12 months package at least, because of the following two reasons. Firstly, it is cost effective. If you compare the 1 month package cost with the per month cost of the 12 months package, you will see you're getting great savings almost immediately. And second, and most importantly, since the CA Foundation and Intermediate course is provided to you in one subscription, a 12-month package will be of great value to you because it covers the duration of both those courses, that is your CA Foundation and the Intermediate examinations. Remember, it normally takes about a year's time for you to prepare and clear the CA Foundation and the Intermediate examination. So if you're getting a subscription package of 12 months that covers the entire duration of both those courses at a very great price, I think that's a very good deal. But having said this, you're free to choose the package of your choice. And while doing so, before making the payment, please do not forget to use the code Pratik to get an instant discount of 10% on the above listed price. You can also use the no cost EMI option available for 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months subscription in case you do not wish to make the entire payment at one shot. The payment options available are debit card, credit card, net banking, and also all the coins that you've accumulated while watching the special classes can be redeemed while making the payment for your Plus course. So keeping all these advantages of the Plus platform and these packages in mind, I strongly recommend and encourage you to become part of the Plus platform of Unacademy as soon as possible in order to enhance and accelerate your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. All right, please take about a minute or so, go through this slide. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute. Okay, like I told you, the Unacademy Learning app gives access to all the live and recorded special classes. Here are the snapshots of few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app and which is there at your disposal to make use of in your preparation for the CA Foundation and Intermediate examinations. I have taken special classes on Revision Test Paper, Sale of Goods Act, Indian Contracts Act, Companies Act, Fundamentals of Accounting, Retirement of Partner, Death of Partner, Admission of Partner, Valuation of Inventories, Revision of Final Accounts, Revision of Sale of Good on Approval Basis. So all these special classes are there on the Unacademy Learning app. Please go on to the Unacademy Learning app, look me up by my name, that is Pratik Gupta, Prathikgupta. Go through all these sessions, and after going through them, in case you have any questions or any queries, you can always get back to me. All right, here are also the links to few of the many special classes that I have conducted on the Unacademy Learning app. You can either click on the link or you can copy and paste this link on your browser to take you directly to the Unacademy Learning app and my special class so that you can make use of it. So please go ahead, make use of these special classes, and always you can get back to me in case you have any queries or questions. So the special classes are on the Indian Contracts Act, Sale of Goods Act, Indian Partnership Act, Limited Liability Partnership Act, Companies Act, Basics of Communication, Accounting Concepts, Revision Test Papers, and many more for both CA Foundation and Intermediate examination. Hello Ritika, how are you? Nice to see you. How are you feeling now? All well? Okay, chalo. Thanks. Nice to see you. I hope you find the session useful, Ritika. Okay, please take about. Yes, Ritika, you there? Yeah. Please take about 30 seconds. Go through this. Any questions? Please ask me. Okay, Ritika, please take 2 minutes. Go through this. These are all the links to the special classes that I've conducted on the Unacademy Learning app. You can either click on this link or copy and paste these on your browser. You go directly to the special class. All right. Okay, now let's start off with today's topic, that is theory of consumer behavior, part one. In the previous session taken at 8:15 today, we finished with theory of demand and supply. Okay, the concept of demand. So now let's start off with theory of consumer behavior. So how we will go about this session is, I will go through the slide, explain the slide to you, and then give you about 2 or 3 minutes for you to understand and ask me any questions that you may have. All right, sounds good. Let's start off. Okay, so nature of human wants. So we remember we are talking about theory of consumer behavior. So nature of human wants. All desires, tastes, motives of human beings are called wants in economics. Wants may arise due to elementary and psychological causes. Since the resources are limited, we have to choose between the urgent wants and not so urgent wants. All wants of human beings exhibit some characteristic features. Okay, now please remember in the first session of economics when we saw, we did read about what is economics, right? Now economics is a method in which the limited resources available are used to fulfill the human desires or human wants which are unlimited. Okay, so and that's why you have to ration it. You cannot give everything, all of the resources to one person or less resources to any other person, so you have to ration it out. That is what economics is all about. Okay, so there is a difference between desires and needs. A desire means you might want something, all right, but when the demand means when you have the desire for something and you have the means to finish to fulfill those desires, and you actually go ahead and use those means, that is when a demand arises. Okay, so now we are talking about consumer behavior. So who is consumer? You and me both are consumers, right? So all desires, tastes, and motives of human beings are called wants in economics. Wants may arise due to elementary and psychological causes. Elementary are the necessities, whereas psychological means based on your tastes and preferences. You might like something, you might dislike something. Since the resources are limited, we have to choose between the urgent wants and not so urgent wants. Like we discussed earlier, since the resources on this planet Earth are limited, resources in terms of water, food, money, and things like that is all limited. We have to choose between our urgent wants and the not so urgent wants. Now, why do we do this? We do this so that the urgent wants can be met first, and the not so urgent wants can wait for some time. So, if it's a very urgent want and it's a very mandatory requirement, then the resources can be allocated there. Okay, all wants of human beings exhibit some characteristic features. First one, wants are unlimited in number. They are never completely satisfied. That is one of the basic things in economics, where we speak about wants being unlimited. They are never completely satisfied. That's why in economics we say that human wants are unlimited and can never be satisfied completely. Wants differ in intensity. Some are urgent, others are felt less intensely. Okay, so the wants are, some of them are urgent wants and some of them are not so urgent wants. Like for example, let's take an example. A person might feel hungry, right? So when a person is feeling hungry, now he does not really want that I want a pasta or else I'm going to die of hunger. So when a person is feeling hungry, you give him anything edible, he will eat it, right? So that time it's an urgent want. So at that point, the urgent want is of food. So the need for a pizza or for a pasta is not so urgent. It can wait, but right at that moment, you need to give him something to eat. Okay? Each want is satiable. Each want is satiable means each want can be satisfied. Wants are competitive. Okay, that means there is a competition. They compete each other for satisfaction because resources are scarce to satisfy all the wants. Even the wants of human beings have a competition among themselves as to which want will get satisfied first, because please remember, the resources are limited. Okay, and all the wants cannot be satisfied. Wants are complementary. That means they wants always work in batches. They are together. Some wants can be satisfied only by using more than one good or group of goods. Wants are alternative. There is also always an alternative to wants. If not this, then this. If not that, then this. So wants can always be, there always be alternatives. Wants are subjective and relative. Wants are subjective and relative means that the consumer has various consumer tastes or behavior based on which he has wants. Some people might like pizza, some people might like burgers, third people might like pasta. So wants are subjective and relative. Wants vary with time, place, and person. The same person might want something when he is young. He might not want something when he becomes matured, and he might not want, he might want something else when he grows old. So based on the time, place, and the person, the wants keep changing. Okay, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this slide. Any questions? Please ask me. Any questions? Please ask. Okay, any question whatsoever, please ask me. Take about 2 minutes. The second point, okay, wants differ in intensity. Some are urgent, others are felt less intensely. Okay, now see, Ritika, now we discussed about wants, right? Now every human being has unlimited wants, but all of his wants cannot be fulfilled. So we need to bifurcate the wants between something that is very necessity and something that can wait. So the necessity or the necessary wants are urgent, whereas the non-necessary wants can be asked to wait. For example, if a person is feeling hungry, you cannot ask him to wait for 2 or 3 days, or you say you don't have food, right? So that need or want has to be satisfied first. But at the same time, if he says he wants new clothes, so that can wait because that's not so urgent. He has old clothes, he has some food to eat, so he can wait for some time. So that's what you mean by wants differ in intensity. Some are urgent, whereas others are felt less intensely. All right, please take 2 more minutes, go through this. Are you clear, Ritika? Any more questions? How wants are alternative. Which point is this? Okay, alternative is okay. If you're not getting a pizza, you can go for a burger. If you're not getting pasta, you can eat something else. So always the wants are alternative. You can't stick to one thing and say, I want only this. Okay, so that's how the wants are alternative. And if one thing is not available, you can go to option B. That's how they are alternative. All right. Okay, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Take about a minute more. Okay, Ritika, take about a minute. Go through this. Let me know once you're done, and then we will proceed. All right, take a minute more. Are we done? Okay, let's move on. Then here are some more features. Some wants recur again, whereas others do not recur again and again. Some wants may become habits and customs. Okay, now which are the wants that recur again and again? The wants that recur again and again is again of food and thirst, right? So you feel hungry again and again, you feel thirsty again and again, right? Now, whereas some do not occur again and again, you can say buying a car, buying a house, buying a refrigerator, those wants do not come again and again, because once you fulfill that want, it is done for a particular period of time, right? You cannot do it every day or on an ongoing basis. Got it? Then wants may become habits and customs. Now, some wants maybe get confused with habits and customs. Like you're so accustomed or used to doing certain things that they become your second nature, and you mistake them for your wants. Then it becomes your necessities, even though they are not. They are just habits. All right. Now, wants are affected by income, taste, fashion, advertisement, and social customs. The wants of every person is greatly influenced by income, his income. If a person's income is low, then his wants will also be low. If a person's income is more, then his wants will be more. His taste, what is the consumer taste, his fashion. Okay, so a person wearing bell bottoms, not necessarily that another person also might like it. It's a different taste. Advertisements and social customs as well affect the wants of a person. Wants arise from multiple causes such as natural instincts, social obligation, and individual economic and social status. Wants arise from multiple causes such as natural instincts, social obligation, and individual's economic and social status as well. So a lot of wants which a person has arises from his social status. He wants to maintain a particular social status. So there should be a sofa in the house, there should be a television, there should be a carpet, there should be a dining table. All these are social statuses, and then social obligations, and then natural instincts. He might like something for his own consumption. All right. Then classification of wants. In economic, wants are classified into three categories, that is necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. Okay. So even in today's world, actually the wants of people can be classified into necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. So let's go through each of them in detail. What is necessaries? Necessaries are those which are essential for living. Necessaries are further subdivided into necessaries for life or existence, necessary for efficiency, and conventional necessaries. All right. So necessaries are something that a person cannot do without, and it is required for your living, day-to-day living. Further, necessaries can be broken up into three categories, that is necessary for life or existence like food, necessary for efficiency. Now, to order to maintain your efficiency of your body, you require certain things, and conventional necessaries, that means due to conventions and practices. Necessaries for life are things necessary to meet the minimum physiological needs for the maintenance of life, such as minimum amount of food, clothing, and shelter. Those are things that you cannot do without or live without. Man requires something more than necessities of life to maintain longevity, energy, and efficiency of work, such as nourishing food, adequate clothing, clean water, comfortable dwelling, education, recreation. All right, so that is for his efficiency. You just cannot be a log of wood, right, who just gets up, eats, sleeps, and then that spends his day. So you need to have an efficiency as well. So that efficiency, for that efficiency, the necessaries are nourishing food, adequate clothing, clean water, comfortable dwelling, uh, education, recreation. These are necessaries for efficiency. Conventional necessaries arise due to pressure or habit, or due to compelling social customs and conventions. They are not necessary either for existence or for efficiency, but they are by general customs or practice. All right, please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Take about 2 or 3 minutes. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 2 more minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Take about 2 more minutes. Okay, take about a minute more. Any questions, Ritika? Let me know. Okay, are we done? Okay, so necessaries we're done. Now let's go through what is comforts. While necessaries make life possible, comforts make life comfortable and satisfying. Okay, comforts are less urgent than necessaries. Tasty and wholesome food, good house, clothes that suit different occasions, audio, visual, and labor-saving equipments make life more comfortable. Okay, so these are comforts are ones that are not as important in necessaries, but they make your life a little comfortable. Like instead of nutritious food, you get tasty and wholesome food, good food, clothes that suit different occasions, audio, visual, and labor saving equipments make life more comfortable. Okay, and then we have the last one, we have luxuries. Luxuries are those wants which are superfluous and expensive. They are not essential for living. Items such as expensive clothing, expensive motor cars, classy furniture, goods used for vanity fall under this category. Uh, okay. The above categorization is not rigid, as a thing which is a comfort or luxury for one person or at one point of time may become a necessity for another person or in another person of time. Or as all of us are aware, the things which were considered luxuries in the past have become comforts and necessaries today. So this simply means that this is not a watertight categorization. Okay, so for different people have different wants, necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. And earlier, those things that were luxuries have become necessities today. All right, so it keeps changing from time to time, and that's the way it should be treated. Please take 2 minutes, go through this slide, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 2 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Take about a minute more. Let me know once you're done. Any questions, please ask. Take a minute more. Are we done? Okay, now what is utility? Let's look at the meaning of the term utility. The concept of utility is used in neoclassical economics to explain the operation of the law of demand. Utility is the want satisfying power of the commodity. Okay, it is expected satisfaction to the consumer when he is willing to spend money on the stock of commodity which has the capacity to satisfy his want. Utility is the anticipated satisfaction by the consumer, and satisfaction is the total satisfaction derived. Okay, so utility simply means when a consumer buys a product, what is the level of satisfaction that that product is going to give to the customer is known as utility. If a product has no utility, it is very unlikely that a person or consumer will buy such a product. So the only reason a product is bought is to provide utility or to provide satisfaction to the consumer. Okay, so a commodity has utility for a consumer even when it is not consumed. It is a subjective entity and varies from person to person. A commodity has different utility for the same person at different places or at different points of time. It should be noted that utility is not the same thing as usefulness. From the economic standpoint, even harmful things like liquor may said to have utility because people want them. Thus, in economics, the concept of utility is ethically neutral. I mean, there is so what do you mean by this is in terms of economics, there is no nothing really good or bad. It is utility whether a person wants something or not. So that is why it said even though alcohol may be injurious to the health of a person, but the person wants it. So there is utility for that. Similarly, there might be a lot of commodities which have utility even though they might not be consumed or used. But the fact that a thing is standing there might polish someone's ego and he might feel good about it, and that is the utility he wants. Okay, so in economics the utility is ethically neutral. That means there is nothing good or bad. Utility means the usefulness of a particular product. Oh, sorry, utility does not mean usefulness. Utility means satisfaction of the needs of the consumer. Are we clear? Okay. Utility hypothesis forms the basis of the theory of consumer behavior. From time to time, different theories have been advanced to explain consumer behavior and thus to explain his demand for the product. Two important theories are marginal utility analysis propounded by Marshall, indifference curve analysis propounded by Hicks and Allen. They give the consumer behavior. They explain the consumer behavior. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Take about 2 or 3 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions? Anyone? Please take 2 more minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Take a minute more. Okay, now let's look at the first one, that is marginal utility analysis. The theory of consumer behavior. Okay, this theory is formulated by Alfred Marshall, a British economist. Seeks to explain how a consumer spends his income on different goods and services so as to attain maximum satisfaction. This theory is based on certain assumptions, but before stating the assumptions, let us understand the meaning of total utility and marginal utility. Okay, total utility. Assuming that the utility is measurable and additive. Total utility may be defined as the sum of utility derived from the different units of a commodity consumed by a consumer. Total utility is the sum of marginal utility derived from the consumption of different utilities. So total utility simply is the addition of the utility or satisfaction that a person consumes, or it is the addition of all the satisfaction that he derives from all the commodities that he consumes. That is equal to total utility. Hi Shivam, how are you? Welcome, nice to see you. How are you doing? Sorry, Vino. Sorry, Shivam, I didn't understand what you're trying to tell me. Okay, so total utility is equal to mu1 mu2 plus, it goes on till m to infinity, where mu1 mu2 are the marginal utilities or the successive units of a commodity. So it's a sum total of the satisfaction derived by a consumer from the various commodity he consumes. All right, please take 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Ritika, any questions, please ask. Go through this. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, anyone, any questions? Okay, Ritika, take 2 minutes. Any questions, please ask me. Any questions, please ask. Take 2 more minutes. Okay, Ritika, are you done? Anyone else, any questions? Okay, marginal utility. Marginal utility, it is the addition made to the total utility by the consumption of an additional unit of a commodity. In other words, it is a utility derived from the marginal or one additional unit consumed or possessed by the individual. Marginal utility is equal to the addition made to the total utility by addition of consumption of one more unit of a commodity. Symbolically, marginal utility is equal to total utility Tu small n minus Tun, where Mun is the marginal utility of the nth unit. Tun, capital U, is the total utility of the nth unit, and Tun minus 1 is the total utility of n minus 1. So it basically means the additional utility that you've derived from the last additional unit okay, which increases the total unit utility. That's what you mean by the marginal utility. Okay, please take about 2 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Take 2 or 3 minutes. Any questions, please ask. Okay. The assumptions of marginal utility analysis. Okay, now rationality. The consumer is rational in attempts to attain maximum satisfaction from his limited money income. Okay, so the first assumption for marginal utility analysis is rationality. That is, the consumer is rational. He knows what he is doing and attempts to may attain maximum satisfaction from his limited income. Okay, so that means the first assumption. Second one, cardinal measurability of utility. It means, according to neoclassical economists, utility is a cardinal concept. That is, utility is measurable and quantifiable entity. It implies that utility can be measured in cardinal numbers and assigned a cardinal number like 1, 2, 3. Marshall and some other economists use the psychological unit of measurement of utility called utils. Thus, a person can say that he derives utility uh, equals to 10 utils from the consumption of 1 unit of a commodity A and 5 from consumption of 1 unit of commodity B. Since a consumer can quantitatively express his utility, he can easily compare different commodities and express which commodity gives him greater utility and by how much. Utilities from different units of commodity can be added as well. So the second assumption of marginal utility is that utility can be measured in quantifiable terms and numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marshall even started a terminology called utils. Utils, that was a psychological unit, and he tried to measure that how much satisfaction does a commodity give to a consumer in terms of utils. Okay, so the second assumption is that the satisfaction that or utility that a commodity gives to a person can be measurable in quantifiable terms. The third assumption, constancy of marginal utility of money. The marginal utility of money remains constant throughout when an individual is spending money on a good. This assumption, although not realistic, has been made in order to facilitate the measurement of utility of commodities in terms of money. If the marginal utility of money changes as income changes, the measuring rod of utility becomes unstable and therefore would be inappropriate for measurement. So another assumption in terms of marginal utility analysis is that the marginal utility of money remains constant when you're spending and it does not increase or decrease, because we need to measure the utility provided by the other goods and services. Okay, please take 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Please take about 2 or 3 minutes, go through this. Any questions, please ask. Take about 2 more minutes. Go through this carefully. Any questions, please ask me. Take a minute more. Take another minute or so. Any questions, please ask me. Okay, let's go on to the fourth one. Fourth assumption is the hypothesis of independent utility, which means the total utility which a person gets from the whole collection of goods purchased by him is simply the sum total of the separate utilities of the goods. The theory ignores complementarity between goods. So, like we saw that the utility of each goods is measurable in quantifiable terms. The hypothesis of independent utility means the total utility which a person derives is simply the sum total of all the utilities of all the goods that he owns, okay, or he thinks. This theory ignores complementarity between the goods. The law of diminishing marginal utility, we did discuss this topic in the second unit. Simply it means the law of diminishing marginal utility simply means as you keep using more and more of a particular commodity, the utility or satisfaction that you derive from it keeps on reducing. Okay, so one of the important laws under marginal utility analysis is the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility is based on an important fact that while total wants of a person are virtually unlimited, each single want is satiable. That means it can be satisfied. Since each want is satiable, as a consumer consumes more and more units of a good, the intensity of his want for the good goes on decreasing at a point is reached where the consumer no longer wants that particular good. Thus, the greater the amount of a good consumer has, the lesser the additional unit is worth to him. This simply means as you keep consuming more and more of the same commodity or same good, the utility or the satisfaction you derive from it keeps on reducing. Take for example ice creams. You're feeling hot and you're having ice creams, and you have the first two ice creams, you feel really refreshed, but as you keep having more and more, it gives you less satisfaction. All right, so that is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Marshall, who was an exponent of the marginal utility analysis, stated the law as follows: the additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in a stock of a thing diminishes with each increase in the stock that he already has. In other words, as a consumer increases the consumption of any one commodity, keeping constant the consumption of all other commodities, the marginal utility of the variable commodity must eventually decline. Okay, so it simply means when we keep producing more and more, or keep consuming more and more of a commodity, the satisfaction that it provides constantly keeps decreasing with each addition of that product. Please take 2 minutes, go through this, and then we proceed. Any questions, please ask. Okay, in case there are no questions, let's stop with this and we will continue tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. and 10 p.m. All right, Chaliye, thank you so much.